I'm so glad you brought this up because I hear all the time with Maximum Lawyer. You have a lot of people where they'll listen, and we talk about our hiring process. We don't have an attorney involved in our hiring process. But the excuse I always get is, well, you're not taking money up front. You just need a signature. You don't need, and there's many other firms in Maximum Lawyer that do the same thing you do, where they sign people up, a lot of times over the phone, no attorneys involved. So I guess what advice would you give to attorneys that are skeptical, that think either they personally need to be the one that sells, or that they need to have an attorney that's on that intake team that's got to get the job done?
Well, if you own a firm and that's you, I would say this is the part where you really have a job and not a business. Because if you have a business, you have to start looking at things from a non-attorney point of view. And the people that feel like they have to be involved every step of the way are the ones that are probably the same people who can't delegate work to anyone else anyway. It's like,
Sure.
I have to do everything. It's all me. The people are coming here for me. Okay, fine. If someone comes for you, then why do they need to talk to you to sign up? They're coming because some trusted person or someone out in the world said this person's great. So you don't need to have your hands in everything. And quite frankly, that's time, if you own a firm, that's time you should be using to build your business and work on your business and think of other things to do, work on your marketing so you get the right people in the door to begin with. But I really feel like you just need to talk to someone who has the model.
Yeah.
Because there's more and more people that do. I know it started, I know a lot of like immigration firms and people like that do it, which I think people think that makes a little bit more sense. Family law, is like a little bit more complicated, people think, to do it, but not really, because you're talking about people in the most emotionally like damaged person they probably have ever been.
Yeah.
And they're coming in and they just want someone to hear them. And that doesn't have to be an attorney. And quite frankly, if you are an attorney doing those, a lot of attorneys do them for free, which even drives me even crazier. Like, we actually have a policy. Like, if someone wants to talk to an attorney, we just do a paid consultation.
Oh, interesting.
And we just say, fine, you really want to talk to an attorney because, you need to know before I sign, I need to know what my alimony is going to be or whatever else they want to know. We just do a paid 30 or 60-minute consultation, and they pay it. They talk to the attorney, and then our non-attorney salesperson follows up and then usually signs them up after that consultation. So if someone really needs to talk to an attorney, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But I would say that's a very small percentage of the people that sign up with us, maybe 20% or less.
I'm very curious, and you may not know the numbers, but it's off the top of your head what your hunch is. I wonder where do the worst clients come from? The ones that sign up through the non-attorney salesperson, or the ones that insist on talking to an attorney before they sign up?
I don't know if I know the answer to that.
I would love to know the answer.
Yeah, I never even thought about it. I would say are the clients that are the let's say not A clients that we have are typically the people we get from cold Google ads anyway.
Sure.
So a lot of them are hot to trot. So a lot of them will just sign up immediately because they need someone, because they just were served with a restraining order, or they just got a complaint we're served with a complaint. So a lot of them, so now that I'm thinking about the ones that actually have consultations, sometimes are a little bit more they're thinking about things a little bit more, and they just want to give it a little bit more thought, which is nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
It drives me crazy. I'm in a lot of masterminds and things, and every time I have like a call with somebody, and it's like hot to trot, like, give me your credit card right now. I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask questions first.
Sure.
And I need to know more, and then we'll do it. I mean, so I look at it I try to look at everything from my perspective too. Like, is everyone just ready to give someone, a credit card for $5,000 over the phone? Not everyone is. Some people are like, listen, I did my research, I'm ready to go.
Sure.
Other people are like, let me think about this a little bit. And so I don't begrudge someone that wants the consultation. Now, there are people out there that the consultation's so that they can hear what they want to hear.
Right.
And a lot of times those people don't even sign up. And those are the ones, everyone in my office my attorneys get upset. My non-attorney salesperson gets upset. And I'm like, listen, you make more money with the people we don't bring in than the ones we do.
100%.
So I'm like, if they didn't hear what they wanted to hear and we're never going to be able to make them happy, what do you think is going to happen down the road?
Yeah. A guy used to rent office space from a great personal injury attorney in St. Louis. He used to always say that you make more money off the case you don't take the ones you take. Same thing you just said. I've never heard anybody else say it. So I think it's great. I love hearing you say it. I want to know when it comes to hiring for that position, the non-attorney salesperson, what are you looking for in that position? Because I mean, you just can't pull any person off the street to do it.
You can't. I'm on my 6th one right now.
Okay.
So it's taken a while to find the perfect person.
Right. Yeah.
And I have her now.
Oh, nice.
So before her,
hopefully she doesn't hear for the here.
No, she'll be happy.
Well, she might want more money.
And everyone before her was a man. Like I had men before her, and I was looking for someone who was selling something, particularly something that had some level of value. Like just someone who's been used to selling a product.
Okay.
So that's kind of who I was looking for beforehand. And then I put them into sales training. You know, I have a sales coach that I have helped train these people. And they've all did fine.
Sure.
You know, they all did fine. But I realized men don't have the same, not all, some men do, but a lot of men don't have the same empathy that women do.
Yeah.
And on these initial calls, no matter who it is calling, you need to have a certain level of just empathy.
You draw that connection.
Yeah, you need to have a little bit more of a connection. So, I finally, the person that I found was not someone who had any sales training whatsoever, but she had been through a divorce. She'd been through a particularly difficult divorce.
So she can really relate.
Yeah, and she, has children, and she was really, she didn't want a job. She wanted this job. When I talked to her, she was very much like had read about what we were doing as a firm, these flat fees and trying to change the way that people get divorced. And that she was really attracted to that and was ready to sell that to people because she was in all kinds of other like divorce support groups and everything. And she was like, oh my gosh, people need this. They need to like see there's a better way. So when I heard all that, I was like, okay, well, she doesn't have any sales background. Okay, let me just get her the training and see if it works. So we trained her and she has been outstanding because she had something that the other people just didn't have. I was looking for the sales, but I kind of just completely forgot that someone who has some first level experience and can tell people, maybe not like, oh, let me tell you what happened to me, but at least hear what they're saying and understand what they're saying and respond to them in a way that only someone who can understand what they're saying would respond, combined with the receptiveness to being taught how to do sales. Because that's another skill set. It's hard. I've been through the sales training, and let me tell you, when I do, on the rare occasion, I'll do a consultation, just because it's a friend. It's like someone really important that refers someone to me, and I'm just like, I have to do this consultation.
Sure.
Even I get into my attorneyness too much. I lose track of, sort of the sales script, and the sales script is not anything bad. It's just, you want to keep people on track,
100%.
Get only the information that you need so that you can explain to them how we can help them or whether we can help them. So really I think anyone, especially in divorce and family law, you got to find somebody who just understands what people are going through and is receptive to learning how to do sales. So if you can find someone with those two skills, I think you've got someone that you probably will do a really good job.
Yeah. Can you think of the name of the training, the sales training? Because I think people would love to hear what that is.
Yeah, it's S3.
S3? Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you learn about that?
I'm trying to think where I was in a coaching program for a long time where I learned about a lot of these things. Will not be named. And and nothing bad to say. It's just don't need any advertisements. So I learned about S3, and it's really good. It's like just a very systematic, specific way of selling. And what I really love about it is they have like weekly dojos where like she gets on for an hour and she just practices parts of the sales conversation with another student so that they can practice outside. And I love that. And they get feedback from instructors. But I just really, and she doesn't follow it to a T, and I told her she doesn't have to. It's just a good foundation. And just, you need to always, it's like a skill set, any skill set. You got to keep working on it. You get better and better and better.
So is that something do you have like regular training scheduled for her so she gets better? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But I have someone who knows what they're doing, trainer,
Yeah.
not me. That's another thing. Attorneys, we all think we know everything. I don't know anything about sales, so I have someone else do it. Just like I don't know anything about really much about marketing,
Yeah.
so I have someone else do all of that too. So you have to, hire the right people so that, or at least get the right coaches and people that can help you.
I love that. That's really good.